Okay, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make the Directional Sanctified Spirit, and with this we'll be using a 6-strand core, and the core will also be used as one of the weaving strands. So I use about 12 feet for the core and weaving strand there. And then I'll be using this black will be about another 10 or 11 feet, and that's going to be the pattern down the sides, and the pattern down the center is going to be this navy and Tarheel blue, and there is about 7 feet of each of these. So, and these cords here I have just running through the 2 cow hitches connected to the buckle. So to start this weave, move those up out of the way. We'll start with the cords that come from your core, and we'll go underneath and up through the center, and underneath and up through the center, and then the color that you want going down for the pattern down the sides, which will be your 11-foot cord going through your cow hitch. You're going to go take it, go over down through the center, and then up through the very next core cords, and through the loop that you just made with your other cord, like so. And your other side, do the same thing, down through the center, and then up through the next 2 cords of the core, and through this loop on that side. So it's just kind of like a sanctified, except for you're going down the center instead of up through the center. Now, next you want to take your one of your center weaving cords, your 7-foot cords, and you'll just do like the endless falls weave down the center, so it's kind of like that. Then you take your other cord, one that'll be kind of like on the outside of those 2 cords, and you're going to cross over the first one and down through the very center, and pretty much do that same weave again. So every time you go to do the center weave, you're going to start with the outside, or no, you're going to start with this inside weave, do that one first, and then take the outside weave and go through the center, and then that'll give the changing colors, the alternating colors down the side, or down the center. So then just tighten all this up. Tight. Push it up. Okay. Make sure everything's nice and snug. Then I always throw my center weave cords up out of the way. Now here comes the spirit part of this. Now with your two outer cords of your core, you're going to take your very outside side weaving cord, go around the very two side cores, and go round, up and out, and then go over itself and then down between those two cords. Like that. Just tighten it. Then go to the other side. Same thing. Down, around, and up those two cords, and then over itself and down between them. Pull that up from the outside, then pull up on the little cuff there, and then down. Then you got it. Now, what you want to do to bring all the cords back to their original position is that side cord that you just did woven. You're going to pull it back up through here and just pull it all the way up. And that gets it right back to its starting position again. Same thing on the other side. Pull it all the way through, and then just pull it up. There we go. And now we're right back to the beginning again. So we just go around the very two core cords up through the center and out, around the left side, up to the center and out. And you got your two loops on the side there. Take your side weaving cords, go down the center and up through that loop, down through the center, up through that loop, now like I said before, you want to start with your center very middle cord. Do that endless falls pattern. Then take what was your outside cord, cross over it, go down the very center, out, go down the very center, and out, and you start tightening everything up. I like to do everything pretty tight, and so the way I do most bracelets is I just pull them as tight as I can, just a little bit at a time at first, but then once you get them, all the cords pretty tight, then you start pulling hard. Then you know they're all going to be at about the same tightness. And you can check down here, you can see how these navy blues are a little bulging out there. That means they haven't been pulled as tight. Pull it tight and you'll get pretty even with the other ones, like that. And there you can see it's all pretty even in there. Then throw all these up to the side, and we'll do our spirit sides again. Around the two side cords, then up, and then down between those cords. Go. And like I said before, take that same cord you just worked with, put it up through these, just pull it up, get everything back to the way you started it. There we go. That's the basic weave. I'll continue on after I've woven down a little ways. Okay, really quick, I wanted to share a little helpful tip. When you're at this point, after you just got done weaving the side part, I know before I said next step would be to bring that cord back up through the cores like that. Sometimes I find it a little easier to first do this cord's weave, going across, then across, and then do the side, bring the side cord up through here, and make sure it's on the outside of the loops you just made with this one and above it. So then just pull that out, and then you can go immediately to putting it down through the center and out through the loop. Same thing on this side. Pull it up and bring it immediately down the center and up through that loop. And then continue on with your center weaves. And as you get through the bracelet, you'll find that the further you get going through the bracelet, all of a sudden the quicker you'll be getting the weave done. That's because, of course, you're not pulling through so much cord. Some of these cords are kind of long in the beginning, but of course when you're getting through the bracelet, they shorten up, and that tends to take a good portion of the time in the beginning is pulling all that cord through. So don't get discouraged in the beginning when you think that this bracelet's going to take a long time, because once you get, you know, to the halfway point, you'll start noticing that you're getting through it quickly. Alright, I'll get back to you when I'm done. Okay, now that I'm finished weaving the bracelet, here we go. It's not too thick. It's about 2 inches wide. And do a little fitness test here. All right. Not too bad. There we go. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial.